Hey guys, I'm JanetOnOccasion, and today we're playing another Total War Warhammer II Battle Replay. And this one is Empire versus Skaven. Oh, it's me, by the way, again. I know, I need to start reminding people of this. Because it used to be that the community cast was a rare occurrence. Now it's kind of the other way around. But it's been nice to go on this little binge of doing my own content for a while. It's absolute joy. Doesn't mean you stop sending me community cast, though. If you want to submit one, join the Discord. Okay, that's the way to do it. Link in the description. Anyway, that's besides the point. Let's talk about this match. Here, I have a load of free company. I love free company against Skaven. They're really good for dealing with rat ogres and hell pits and just scary things like that that are an absolute nuisance. And they're going to bother Volkmar. And I don't want Volkmar being bothered. Volkmar is great here. He's got some good magic and missile resist. I mean, let's have a look. He's got 40% magic resist and 15% missile resistance. So that's 55% resistance to things like warp lightning cannons, which is great. That's really good. That is really good indeed. So, absolutely love it. And he's got some lovely utility items. You know, he's got things like the Grand Hammer Sigmar for that, you know, really good melee attack buff for nearby units. The Grand Shield of Faith for the damage resistance for nearby units. Grand Sulfy, huge magic resistance to nearby units, as well as damaging other stuff. And Banishment for just basically deciding you want a unit dead in a hurry. So it's very nice. Also, he causes terror, because, I mean, of course this is terrifying. Look at him. You wouldn't mess with him. Moustache alone is pretty terrifying. So, I've got that. Also, I've got some flagellants. They're unbreakable. They'll pin things down for a long time, and they're great against lightly armoured units. They'll kill things all day. So that's nice. Also, I've got a few spearmen with shields just to soak up some more damage from all this nonsense, basically. Yeah, the thing is, I swear they used to have silver shields, but I think I'm just being insane. But 35% resistance to missiles is very handy. It helps green gutter runners and the like. Also, I've got a couple of Empire Knights, so I've got 3 units of them, and they're pretty good. Also in the back, you see I actually went with Celestial Wizard, which is fun. I love Wind Blast. I think that's a great spell just for killing a whole unit in one hit. Overcast it, and you can do that to a unit Storm Vermin. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Also here, Hammer of the Witches, very accurate because it's the Regiment of Renown, and it's got the magic damage, and you know, that's fine. But yeah, it's very good. Very good indeed for taking out other artillery. Also, I have a Witch Hunter, so Accusation, great for dealing with Skrulk, and he's got magic resistance himself. So that means that between my Witch Hunter and Volkmar, Liber Bubonicus is just not going to get good value. He has to get that on Celestial Wizard for it to really count. He's the only one that doesn't have the magic resistance. And yeah, just his magic shots as well. You know, you can ignore physical resist with everything that he has. So it's very nice indeed. Also, one last thing about him. He's got this bad boy. He's got the Skull of Catan, which will reduce power recharge rate. Very nice for hitting Skrulk with. And inevitably, there's going to be Skrulk. There he is. Also, there's a Warlock Engineer. Warlock Engineer is always very nice. That Warp Lightning can do some good damage. Things like Great Swords really have to fear that. And the Warlock, the Warpstone Armor will just have a Mortis Engine effect when he's in combat. Also, there's a Hell Pit Abomination. Very scary. Don't want to be messing with that, really. But at least I have a lot of this non-AP cheap gunfire that can help whittle him down. He also has quite a bit of Storm Vermin here. He has Storm Vermin there, and... oh, is it just the 2? Maybe it's just the 2. When I played this, it felt like there were a lot more. They were a real nightmare. Anyway... Clan Rats, Skaven Slaves, Clan Rats, etc. Skaven Slave Slingers as well. But back here, he's got 2 Warp Lightning Cannons, and they're both guarded by Clan Rat Spears. He's got some more Night Runners with slings there. Just a pretty wide army. It's pretty good. I like it. So, speeding things up, Volkmar is riding dirty in here, which is always fun to see. And my flagellants and things are moving forwards. But these free company, I'm basically waiting to start getting shots into this Hell Pit Abomination. I want him dead because he's going to be a nuisance to Volkmar, and I can't have that. So, pretty good damage already. Pretty good damage. Also here, get Skrulk with an Accusation straight off the bat. Unfortunately, my cavalry just has no room here. This map, there's nowhere to hide. So they are really struggling to deal with all these Warp Lightning Cannons. I don't know what damaged them there. What did I damage them with? Oh, it's the cannon. It's my cannon, obviously. There we go. So, here, unfortunately, they're everywhere. If I hold spacebar, you can see my whole back line is pretty perturbed right now, but I'm getting a lot of damage into this Hell Pit Abomination, so that's nice. Over here you can see Volkmar is chasing things away like a nutter. These Storm Vermin are taking a lot more damage than I'm taking. Here, Empire Knights, they're able to do a lot of damage to these cheap spearmen because they don't have the anti-large, not the anti-large, they don't have the anti-armor. They have anti-large. To get through this stuff. Here I use a Banishment by accident here. I didn't mean to use it here at all, which is kind of annoying. I had that problem where, you know, it lags slightly, and the spell gets stuck to your cursor, so you click, it makes the noise that it's done, and then you click somewhere else and it casts it. Yeah, so that was a bit of an own goal. I just killed 3 of my units. Thanks. Thanks, Banishment. It's alright, Volkmar will make up for it. He'll make up for it. He's on 81 kills right now. He's still riding around everything, which is nice. He's getting some good damage into these storm vermin, and I still have free company shooting at this hell pit. He is using a warp lightning on my Hammer of the Witches, and he's chasing me with plague mugs. That's not good. That's not good at all. And all these guys are running away because they all got banished. Oh. So here, used harmonic convergence on the Hammer of the Witches, which once again was a mistake. Yep. I'd clicked on a different unit. I can't remember what I clicked on now, but then yeah, I went to tell them to run away, but it cast the spell, and then I told them to get off the cannons and run. Luckily, though, these plague monks are actually chasing my free company militia, so I could have got them back online. Here, Witch Hunter, he's a bit bogged down by more plague monks, but my Empire Knights are coming to bail him out, and this Hell Pit Abomination has taken a huge amount of damage. Unfortunately, though, the Flagellants really suck at being slung. I think that's the word. So here, used a Wind Blast to finish off these Plague Monks. Bit of a nuisance because they are just a summoned unit, but I had to free up these units again, so I got to carry on shooting people with my Witch Hunter. Here you can see I'm getting some good damage into Skrulk with Volkmar, and he's barely been touched yet. Over on this side, I'm still fighting these Storm Vermin, who I'd really like to be dead by now, but they're not. They're not. Here, I'm trying to harass this back line a bit with my cavalry, but it's not easy to crack just with cheap Empire Knights, you know? So I'm getting some units returning. Luckily, the Warlock Engineer really overstretched, trying to chase me down here. So I'm getting back on the Hammer of the Witches, and unfortunately, their artillery is managing to hit my Witch Hunter every now and then. Luckily, he does have the magic resistance, so he's not dying as quickly as he should from this. Volkmar still trying to kill Lord Skrulk, use the Skull of Catan to avoid him being able to use as much magic, which is always nice. And here, trying to deal with these Skaven slaves, and these Storm Vermin are a nightmare as well. Over here, he's pushing through this way. Generally, the Skaven have the advantage here. I've still got some pretty strong units left, and unfortunately, that was a bit of a whiff. But I did get some good damage on those Storm Vermin, just not quite as much as I would have liked. So over here, another banishment. This was intentional, actually. I just saw a big blob, and I thought, let's kill as many as possible. But, bit of a whiff again. I mean, yeah, I suppose. It's done the job. It's done the job. Nothing great though. But yeah, probably should have just cast it over here where there's still Storm Vermin, but I had my own guys fighting, I didn't want to hurt them, but that would have been better. So, now Volkmar is actually going for this Warlock Engineer, because I want to flatten him, and Skrulk just won't die. He just won't die. Volkmar's taken too long to kill him. So I'm trying to shoot at him with the Witch Hunter, which is always nice. And, yeah, Empire Knights are starting to struggle, trying to deal with all this nonsense back line. Spearmen are coming back into the fight. Unfortunately, my Free Company militia are still getting chased by these Storm Vermin, who are very capable. They are very capable indeed. Don't have the armor piercing to really deal with them, which is very sad. So, more units are coming up, more Spearmen, I've got more Free Company starting to set up. Oh, I did kill that Hell Pit eventually, by the way. I'm pretty sure the Hammer of the Witches got him. Speaking of Hammer of the Witches, as you can see, I'm shooting Skrulk with it now. So that's nice. That's a nice way to finish him off, while Volkmar somehow tries to keep the entire army busy, so this Skaven player won't kill all of my guys. Yeah, it's basically only Volkmar that can stop any of this noise. He's on 180 kills right now, which is pretty good. Pretty good. You know, can't really be sniffed at. And I'm still harassing this back line, trying to be a nuisance. Getting into the artillery crews, but they won't break, and they never stop firing, the little sods. Anyway, Slinger's trying to kill my Celestial Wizard. I don't appreciate that. Luckily, I've caused a lot of terror over here. An awful lot of terror. I think that's because Skrulk might have died. Did Skrulk die? I think I shot Skrulk. Good, well, Skrulk's dead. So, hence the chain route. So that's pretty good. Balance of power starting to shift in my favour. That's good. So, Free Company, they're going to be coming back in. Empire Knights, they're still being a pain. Unfortunately, I did have a route there, but these Warp Lightning Cannons are both wavering. That's nice. Going to send more cavalry after them. And here, I'm bothering this Warlock Engineer again. My Free Company, they're shooting into this lot, which is always good to see. And most of these units are going to start coming back, which is very annoying. But they're all pretty weak, which means they're all going to be quite susceptible to terror. And that is good news. Now, where on earth did those Storm Vermin get to? Those are clan rats. There they are. So there's still 50 left, but they're gone. So that's great. It's gone. They're running away. They're running away. So over here, more cavalry trying to get in here, and one of the Warp Lightning Cannons did finally break. But my god, I've had to spend a lot of attention on this stuff, when there's also been a lot going on over here. It's very annoying. This was a very good pocket for him to just bother me with. You know, if all my cavalry, if I just focused on all this infantry, my cavalry probably would have done a lot better. But no, I tried to stop the cannons. It didn't really work. Didn't really work. So, whoops. Anyway, over here you can see I'm getting some shots into the Warlock Engineer, still chasing him down, use the Skeleton Katam to make sure he can't use any more Warp Lightning, that's very annoying, and I'm getting a lot of good shots into him. And my Witch Hunter and my Free Company, they're all shooting at him. Basically, while Volkmar screens the entire rest of the army, because as things terrify away, I'm getting more distance between them and me, and that's a good thing. And he can just keep yo-yoing between units that return. So that's very, very handy. So, bounce power, more in my favour again. Pretty great. So still chasing the Warlock Engineer with my Witch Hunter. I want to be able to finish him. I want him shattered. And yeah, the Celestial Wizard's coming too. Over here, unfortunately all my cavalry's gone. He does have that Warp Lightning Cannon back, which is a real nuisance. So here you can see Volkmar is going to go for it. But of course, as soon as Volkmar starts running off this way, he's not screening these units anymore. And all of those slings are actually very good at killing things like Free Company. They're very low armor indeed. So that's not great for them. My Free Company are just going to get whittled down as they're trying to get into range to shoot this stuff. You know, if they're both in range of each other, it's pretty even, but they're not in range of each other. And against Skaven Slave Slingers, you may as well just charge into melee if you can get that close in the first place. So over here, Volkmar's running in, bothering the Warp Lightning Cannon crew. So that's good. They terrify, which is always nice to see. And the rest of my units are trying to push up. But once again, I'm in that horrible position where he has some Storm Vermin and he has a load of Slingers. So he's able to shoot into these very flimsy units of mine that are all pretty close to wavering anyway. So this Storm Vermin unit is broken. So that's good. That's good. I'm happy with that. Volkmar, he's stuck between a couple of cannons, which is very irritating. Come on, man. Come on. Come along now. So he's using what he has, you know, do what he can. These Clan Rat Spears, they're a bit of a nuisance. Volkmar is actually getting close to his healing cap as well, but he's been busy. He's been busy. He's on 233 kills right now. Unfortunately, my Celestial Wizard is taking a lot of damage. He's trying to run through to help, and the odd unit is shattering at the sight of these bad boys, which is pretty great. But I really don't want the Witch Hunter in melee fighting Storm Vermin. It's just not good for him. He only has 30 armor. So, get him with a Wind Blast. Not bad, not bad. Could have been a bit better, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. 134 kills for these Storm Vermin, though. Pretty brutal. But you got to remember, I had Flagellums. So, of course they were going to get a million kills. But look at this. Witch Hunter's broken. Witch Hunter's broken. Bounce power still in my favour, though, thanks to Volkmar. He is very healthy, and there are no lords or heroes left for the Skaven. So that's definitely beneficial to me. So I'm trying to charge in here. Again, try and screen this stuff. If the Witch Hunter or the Celestial Wizard can return, that would be great. Unfortunately, a lot of Sling of Fire. Sure, Volkmar has a lot of armor and everything, but this close to his healing cap, I'd rather he took no damage at all. But of course, he is unbreakable, so I don't have to worry about him routing ever. So that's pretty nice, you know. I mean, Sigmar speaks through him. He's going to keep fighting. So, Storm Vermin. Finally got rid of them. Would have been nice to have terrified them away while these guys were still going, but oh well. So here, Witch Hunter, 99 kills on the Witch Hunter. Pretty great. So he's going to be shooting into these slingers. Celestial Wizard's running up to try and regroup. Unfortunately, these Storm Vermin are back, which is a nightmare. At least they're gone, but still, both these Storm Vermin have done very, very well for him. So, terrifying these units away, and unfortunately, they had managed to break my Witch Hunter before I broke them. And this is the trend. This is the trend. Every time Volkmar tries to bail someone out, they've already done the damage. It's very frustrating. But at least he's got 259 kills. That's pretty good. So, Witch Hunter is back. And Celestial Wizard is now getting slung. I think that's the word. I'm going to go with it. Anyway, Volkmar, he's in here. Only 3,000 health left. He is getting whittled down a bit. These Clan Rats are still very healthy. So now he's going to try and bail out the Celestial Wizard. So he's getting a charge and these guys get terrified. I use the Skull of Catan on them because I have no other target to use that on and I could still use it. So I thought, why not? I'll use it on them. I don't want any of these Clan Rats casting spells. These guys shatter. Lovely. Lovely. Still got my Celestial Wizard running away. You know, Witch Hunter really on the edge, but he's still got some ammunition. He's still shooting. 111 kills. Lovely. Lovely. And here, just to help crack this bunch, is the biggest possible group I was going to get this late in the battle. Hit them with a Grand Soulfire. And that's enough to trigger army losses. Pyrrhic victory. Volkmar wins. Good old Volkmar. Absolutely love it. Seafood Noodles, this was a great fight. We were chatting a bit. Yeah, we were chatting a bit throughout this. And he said he was being punished by YouTubers all day. I said, don't worry, I'm bringing something fun. I really didn't expect Volkmar to carry me quite this much. I know Volkmar's great in this matchup, but 292 kills? I mean, Jesus Christ. It was pretty amazing. Sigmar H. Christ. This was wonderful. This worked really well, but my front line just got absolutely run over. I spent way too much time with my Empire Knights trying to stop these warp lightning cannons from firing, when really I should have used these guys just to screen everything, get a load of charges onto all of this very breakable infantry, and just let my Hammer of the Witches just shoot at the cannon crews. You know, even if I didn't destroy them all, my knights would have done as much damage as they did, but it would have been on that front line. It would have spared a lot of my front line the hassle of being murdered to pieces. So, yeah, I should have just done that, really. Bit of a shame, I know. But it was a lot of fun. And Volkmar's a trooper. So, gotta love Volkmar. So, yeah, so that's it for this one. So, guys, if you enjoyed this, please do comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, guys.